Aliya from Sexy Shade, and I would like to get directly into it today. The topic is healthy snacks and all of the healthy food choices that we're making. So the topic is very painful to me personally, and I have a lot of my clients and my followers who are posting those pictures, and they're so proud of themselves with those bars, the fitness bars and the protein bars, and like this drink and that drink, and zero fat, zero sugar, zero carb, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And I finally got enough, and I wouldn't really like to call each and every person that does that and yell at them directly, so I just decided to record the video and yell at everybody all together. So let's start. I will be posting here a picture, the supplement information with the ingredients and all of the nutrition information in there, and I will teach you how to read those tables and how to understand what does the company actually mean when they write stuff in there, because for us, we don't even flip the damn thing. We will look at the package and we think, okay, zero sugar, zero fat, good, this is a diet option for me, so bam, in the cart. And then if we're shopping for a week or two in advance, and then we come home and we stuff our fridge and our cabinets with all this crap shit, pardon my French, and then we post a picture. Hey, look, I shopped, you know, I'm so proud of myself. I didn't buy a popcorn, I bought a popcorn dot something chocolate bar. And I'm like, really? What the hell is the difference? I mean, so, okay. Sorry. This is so good. What's in the cup? I can tell you what's in the cup. The cup is my homemade iced latte with a low-fat milk and half a scoop of a coconut protein powder. Yummy and 0 calorie other than protein. So it's like my perfect, I come home after the gym, took my shower and waited a little bit and then got my protein, kind of a nice thing, instead of going to a freaking coffee chain and drinking a coffee in there. And by the way, do you know, recently found out that when you pick a healthier option and you try to make it a little bit tastier, and you, instead of the whole milk instead of the whole milk, you're asking them to replace it with coconut milk or almond milk, and you're so proud of yourself because you've done a healthy choice, the manufacturer actually adds sugar into that almond milk. So on the exit, you're getting your sweet coffee and you're thinking, what the hell, I didn't put any syrup in there, or did they? And then you start asking them, and then they show you the box, and it turns out that the manufacturer already added a bunch of sugar in there, so your healthy option isn't really healthy. Now, I understand it's very admirable, actually, that you're trying to feed yourself properly and implement good habits into your nutrition. This is all very admirable, and you should do that, but don't fall a victim of the new trend. Use your freaking head. I mean, honestly. I don't mean to be rude, but people who they just go to the supermarket and they just take everything from the shelves and read the freaking back of the package. I mean, most of the times they say it's 0 sugar, and then you read the back of it and it's like 37 grams of carbohydrates, and you just have to start thinking, how the hell did 37 grams of carbohydrates get into a small box if there is no sugar in there? Or how is it a low fat product when you read the ingredients and there's like a canola oil, palm oil, vegetable oil, something else oil, this oil and that oil, and what do they, how, nah, doesn't work like that. And then you have to count the calories, of course, and then you have to understand that they will write anything they want on the package because it sells, because you will buy it. Not only will you buy it, you will buy it for twice the price, and you will feel so proud of yourself for making this good choice. So I'm begging you, just because you're in a diet or a bio section of your supermarket doesn't mean that everything on that shelf is healthy for you. Just because somebody posted pictures on Jello shots and fizzy drinks in their Instagram post doesn't mean that they are good. If somebody would be posting their, I don't know, French fries pictures in their Slimming account, would you think that the French fries are good for you? No, because it's a known fact. It also has to be the known fact that before you go and you buy something, you read what's written on the back of the package. I'm begging you, please, this is the same thing to do. You would like to pick something that is lower in sugar, higher in protein, possibly some fiber, perfect if there are some vitamins in there, but anyway, remember that anything packaged, pre-manufactured, pre-cooked, with length of life longer than 2 weeks, it's probably not very natural. It's probably been processed and then reprocessed and then processed again, because a normal living thing cannot possibly live that long. It cannot live outside of the fridge, and it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You have to remember, I understand that everybody's busy, working, kids, the fitness, yeah, I get it. But anything that you don't cook yourself in your kitchen is never, ever, ever going to be as good for you as the thing that you cooked yourself, that is fresh, and that you know what is it made of. So I encourage you, you don't have the time for meal prep, fine. Get yourself a freaking steamer. Get yourself like, seriously, my steamer saved my life, saved so many hours of my life a day that I would have been spending cooking, because meal prep is a great thing, but I don't enjoy cooking 1 week in advance and then eating, first of all, the same thing all the week, and then I kind of like my food to be fresh, like first fresh. So it's not my kind of thing, and then I end up cooking every day, and it takes up the whole amount of extra time that I don't have. So get a steamer. Anything you throw in a steamer while you're in the shower in the morning waking up, or when you're back from your gym, you're not eating immediately after gym because, well, why waste, right? Let the body burn some fat a little bit, and you come back from the gym, you hit the shower, you throw something into the steamer, you're out of the shower 15 minutes tops, you got yourself chicken, you got yourself vegetables, you got yourself anything else. Boil some eggs in advance. That's your snack. Get some coconut chips, crisps. Those are your snacks. Don't think that just because you replaced your bad snacks with dried fruits and nuts, you are much better off. You're some better off. You're not perfectly better off, because it's still a lot of calories, it's still a lot of carbs, it's still... And then you have to also understand, like, unconscious binge eating, it doesn't really mean that much what you eat. And you end up replacing one piece of, I don't know, something that would have weighed like, I don't know, 150 calories. You end up replacing it with a whole bunch of other stuff that is supposed to be healthier. And you end up eating more calories simply because you're still not getting what you initially wanted. And so you keep on eating, and just waiting for that feeling of satisfaction to come. And it just never does. Does it sound familiar? I tried that. So I made a deal with myself, and I recommend it to everybody I know, and it works. If you really want something, eat it. Just eat it. We're not starving. We're not torturing ourselves with the diet. We're not limiting ourselves from any pleasure that we can possibly get from our fridge. It's not how it works. The idea of fit life, the idea of being healthy, is to train your body to stay healthy in the modern world, where we don't live in a forest, where nobody expects us to feed off the berries and vegetables and an occasional animal that we can hunt. It's a modern world. We're surrounded by all sorts of things. Most of them are not healthy for us, and the idea is to train the body to be able to survive it and stay fit. So nobody says you cannot do this, you cannot eat this. But calculate it into your day. You know your calorie maximum that day. You know how much you exercised. If you really want a piece of cake, you really want to have that burger, well, first of all, go to a better burger joint. Don't go to a freaking McDonald's. But remove the upper side of the bun. Have it like, I don't know. There are ways to optimize it. But you can calculate it into the day, and you're like, okay, so that is like 400 extra calories. What do I do? You run an extra couple of miles this day, and then you run a couple of extra miles that day. Or you don't eat something else. It's so easy to calculate this and to actually take responsibility of your wishes, of your mouth, of your hands. I mean, honestly, I don't understand. Like, I have a hard time with like snacking, you know, and I don't lose weight. What do I do? Oh, put the fork down. Like, seriously. And you see, the way the whole industry works right now is that they're telling us to replace bad things with a little bit better things. And the problem with that is that people who already came to the level when they realized the necessity, it is a necessity, to replace bad stuff with better stuff. But because they've already worked hard, and they're not stupid people, they understand everything, but on the subconscious level, they think that they're doing a good thing by eating this healthier snack. But the problem is that they start forcing those snacks on themselves, even if they wouldn't eat it normally, just because technically it's healthy and this is what's been put into their head. They're thinking, I have to eat it. They're feeding their body. They're thinking they're doing good, something good. It's not that. It's not. A healthier snack is an alternative to something horrible that you would have eaten. But it doesn't mean that you have to stuff your entire freaking fridge with it. It doesn't. What do? I don't know. You overslept in the morning. You don't have any time to have breakfast. You throw that bar in your purse and you eat it, I don't know, on a run, in a car, in the office or something, because it's nutritional. Not because, you see that the point here is that if the only problem was to cut the sugar, nobody would have to invent anything. We could just cut the sugar. The problem nowadays, if we're anything of a fast-living, fit person, a proper nutrition. Sugar is not as much problem right now as the lack of protein. as bad fat that is surrounding us everywhere, but basically without even realizing it, we end up eating corn and canola palm oil, and that's it, and nothing else, and it's everywhere, even in your meat. So it's not the problem. The problem is to keep it balanced, to keep the nutrition coming. So don't buy a product just because it's low on sugar or it's low on fat, even if it is. Buy a good combined product that will give you a proper amount of proteins, a proper amount of fiber, that preferably has some vitamins and minerals in it, and you can actually use it as the food replacement. Stop overeating. Like, don't shove something into yourself just because your eyes are hungry. Put a certain amount in your plate. Calculate your day. It's so much easier to track what you're doing when you're calculating your day. Anyway, I think that's it for now. I'm so emotional about this because it's this new trend that everybody's embracing, and a lot of people are making money out of other people who are getting out of shape and selling it as a good idea, and it's just not. Honestly, when you're paying your own money for something, I mean, it's only natural that you use your right to choose what you're spending your money on. And as long as you're working your ass off in the gym, it's only natural that you reserve the right to decide what is getting into your body and what isn't. Anyway, if you have any questions, please ask me. And if you want to yell back at me, record the video. I can take it. I will see you in the next video, and I wish you a good day, and I wish you a great shopping. See you. So like I promised, let's try to learn how to read nutrition facts. When we're looking in the back of the package, first of all, what we're seeing is the calories. Calories, we have to watch it carefully because sometimes it can be calories per 100 grams, but sometimes they're put in the calories per serving. And this is very important if you're eating something that is like a small bar that is only like 25 grams and like 90 calories. In this case, for example, for 25 grams, it's a lot. And the next thing what you're seeing is the fat. They put 0 trans fats, thanks God for that. But the total amount of fat is 3 grams. It's 5% of the entire bar. Here is fat, most likely oils and most likely some not very good for your oils, but that we will read in ingredients later. But this is already a checkpoint, a signal that has to go off in our head when we see 3 grams of fat in a small ass bar. Next, cholesterol is 0. That's good. Sodium, pass. Carbs. Total amount of carbs is 18 grams. That's 6% of the entire thing is sugar. 18 grams, for you to understand, it's like a little bit less than a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of sugar. Bad. Dietary fiber. I don't know what they put in there, but fiber technically is good. I don't know. This one is probably coming from coconut or cocoa powder or something like that. So it's synthetic, but okay, fine. Protein, 1 gram. Probably less. They really, really, really should be put in some more proteins in these bars because they're technically fitness. And if you think about it, protein, they're naturally sweetened anyway. So when you put protein in a fitness bar, first of all, the protein is going up. Second of all, you don't have to put there so much sugar, because I mean it doesn't make any sense. Why would you put so much sugar? Anyway, oh, I have to excuse myself here. 18 grams of carbs in total, but sugar is 8 gram. And 8 gram of sugar is a little bit less than a teaspoon, not 18. Yeah, but still, 18 grams of carbs. You can do so much better than that. And 8 grams per 25. Just think about it. The serving size, like this one bar, is 25 grams. 8 grams out of those 25 is sugar. Do you really want to do this to yourself? Anyway, this is something that you have to look into. 4% iron. Iron, good. I mean, it's only good. I mean, I wish they put some more vitamins in there. Like here it says, not a significant source of vitamin A and vitamin C and calcium. Well, I wish it was. So when you're picking your bars, make sure that it has something else. Vitamins, minerals, anything. Now, we're going to ingredients. Ingredients is wheat flour bleached. I mean, right there, you can just like freaking put it back on the shelf, because I mean we're trying to eat whole grain and we're picking our bread healthy, and then we go and we get a fitness bar that has, oh my god, wheat flour bleached. Anyway, then it's a chicory root extract, which is good. Sugar, I mean it's not even substitute or anything, it's a straightforward freaking white sugar. Chocolate flavored chips that contain more sugar, palm oil, cocoa processed with alkali, soy lecithin, milk, salt, natural flavor, which they don't mention, by the way, which is the natural flavor. Obviously not cocoa powder or anything of that sort, because they would have mentioned it. But let me just say that palm oil is like the worst oil that you can eat, because it doesn't get out of your system for a very, very long time, just because of how much processed it is. Then on top of that, separately, they're put in vegetable oil that consists of canola, palm, and palm camel oil. Anyway, past that, fructose, more sugar. Cocoa processed with alkali, sugarcane fiber. Oh, that's where the fiber is coming from. Sugarcane. Well, thank God it has some sugarcane in it. Vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin. I mean, yeah, I understand you don't want the thing to fall apart, but glycerin, really? Water, egg whites, hopefully whole egg whites, cocoa, baking soda. Natural flavor of whatever it is, we don't know. Cornstarch, soy, lecithin, salt, milk. So, what we understand from this thing is made out of cornstarch, lots of sugar, and oil. Doesn't have any proteins. And when you compare how big it is, how much hungrier it will make you after you eat it, and how much less food per day can you eat in general, just because you loaded on these unnecessary calories that didn't give you anything other than sugar. If you put it like that, then you will be able to make some healthier choices.